Hasnain from the pavilion end. They'll get at least one. And caught. Fantastic way to end the innings. The innings comes to a close. It's taken a while, but finally the 10 wickets fall. It's a big score, and it'll be tough to overhaul. Hello everyone, this afternoon...
They'll have a bat. Well, I didn't see that coming. Must have a lot of faith in the batting lineup. Personally, I would have thrown the ball to my bowlers to start off with.
Stoinis has the ball in hand and will get us underway. Hopefully there'll be some swing and bounce with this new ball early on. Beaten on the drive.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Drives and misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Solid defence, very compact.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Misses everything.
Stoinis with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
The end of a very precise over of bowling. No runs coming from it.
Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Yep. Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for four. A poor delivery.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yep.
Perfect technique and placement.
It drifted onto the onside, helped into the gap, and down to the boundary.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Times it nicely.
A juicy delivery like that on leg stump isn't going to be missed by this batter. They just put it away.
The Brave found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards. A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board. Super piece of timing.
Wow! Power off the front foot, goes all the way.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on. Nicely played.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Boundaries are flowing. They need to find a dot ball or two to slow things down again. Right out of the middle.
Didn't need to bother about running with timing like that.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. There'll be runs here.
It was full, and good night. Hit it well to pick up 4.
This match is getting unbelievably exciting and the crowd have joined the party. It's pretty noisy in the ground. That's right off the meat of the bat.
Extra width gives them a free swing at the ball. Gone a long way back.
End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, confidence is high out in the middle. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the university end.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Perfectly timed.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Good bowling.
Good bit of timing there.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong. And it's going to take something special to break it up.
Nice shot.
That ball was just an invitation that was accepted by return of post. Jordan will be disappointed with that delivery.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. Lintop from the press box end.
Yep.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Hales didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. Easy catch.
Yeah.
Didn't have to move, really.
They will receive now the warmest of receptions from this crowd for a supreme display of batting.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. That's really high. Don't think anyone is close.
Avoided the fielders, 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shot.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Great shot. At least one on offer.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Yes.
Caught. Gone.
Well, they lose at the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds, and you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Hit that hard. Nailed it.
Yep.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
Root has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
That just drifted a bit and pounced on. Hit high and mighty. They'll be very happy with that.
Right off the middle of the bat.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Vince, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Timed that brilliantly.
That is an amazing half-century. Just mammoth stroke-making. Such an impressive stint at the crease so far.
Milan is really starting to get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt this momentum.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Gone! Excellent catch, close to the bat.
So that's the 3rd wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
Oh boy, that's really high. This might be gone.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
That was a big hit. Incredible power. Just incredible. Nothing wrong with the delivery, but it still goes for 6.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Just strayed a little bit to the leg side, and that's been thrashed away through the onside.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Yes.
Power and precision in that shot.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure. Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep. Time that perfectly.
Oh, well, that's a tight call. Didn't look to be that wide.
Straight to the fielder.
Kohler Cadmore shakes their head. It was there to hit, couldn't make the most of it.
Catch him! Super shot.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake. Middle that one, great timing.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
It's been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it. Runs coming very easily. Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope. 19
runs added there. The Rockets are 3 for 143. Jordan, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the press box end. Great shot.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Great shorter ball. Well played, though. Didn't flinch. Was able to leave the ball comfortably. And that's the end of the short stuff for this over.
Absolutely nailed it.
That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team.
Jordan shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now. Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
Well, it's a case of blink and you miss it with this innings. 50 brought up, and what a devastating passage of play it's been.
Consecutive boundaries in this over. I wonder what plans they'll come up with to slow this batting. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter right at the top of their game.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Go bowling.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. Overton with the ball in hand again. Got all of it, and for 6.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot, gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Overton is finding it difficult to contain this pair at the moment. My advice would be to go back to your stock delivery and move on from there.
Played that beautifully, saw the short one, got out the way. There are no more of those in this over.
Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Wonderful batting at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries, putting the pressure on the bowler to respond.
Yep.
Super catch.
That was a real shame. That was a brilliant innings. Really was heading towards something special. A good wicket to take at this stage.
That ball has been hit. It has flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That's just a textbook 6. Timed well, under the ball, and it flew to the boundary. Awesome power.
Back-to-back boundaries. The bowler will be searching for something now. Just a dot ball or two to settle things down. Beaten on the drive.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end. Played that beautifully. Saw the short one and got out of the way. No more of those this over.
Misses everything.
Great bowling.
Beautiful slower delivery. That was just too good for them.
12 runs added there. The Rockets are 4 for 208. Crashed away to the boundary. What a shot to start with.
That's the start you want. Awesome shots, and it's flown over the boundary. That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Fantastic catch.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. Super piece of timing.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
Will you listen to the crowd? They are loving it. It's difficult to hear yourself think in here. Right out of the middle.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
24 runs added in that over. The Rockets are 5 for 232. Going with spin now.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Nicely played.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
Accepts the plaudits of all around this ground. It's been a wonderful innings, a fantastic 100.
What else do they have in their bag of tricks? Not much seems to be working at the moment. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot. That was the slower ball, and it didn't fool anyone. Got the timing just right. Beautiful shot.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the university end. High, high, high in the air. This should be an easy chance.
Yeah!
Great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air. He takes a good catch.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock. Overstepping, just a little too eager on that delivery.
They must have just slipped a little in their delivery stride to bowl that no ball. Sometimes it can happen when you're trying too hard. Perfectly timed.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there. Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Khan ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps.
Catch it!
That's mistimed. It's gone high. Should be gone. Caught. What a position to set there. A brilliant catch.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing. A couple on offer here.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. Ahmed coming into the attack from the university end. Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
That one they got hold of. The slow ball didn't work and it went all the way.
Nice shot.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
There'll be runs here.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Kohler Cadmore didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
Another one. 8 wickets gone. You feel it's just a matter of time now. A few decent deliveries could see the end.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait, though, to face their first ball. What a shot. First ball, smashed it.
Well, where did that come from, you wonder? After some time spent in the dressing room, it's pretty obvious what their intentions are.
Drives and misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Right off the middle of the bat.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Good bit of timing there.
There was a bit of width on that and they've climbed into the shot to send it up and over for 6.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. What a beauty. It's the in-swinging Yorker. The bat can't stop it. And the stumps are gone.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It really looked like it would be moving to a big, big score, and it's not to be.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Needs to be on target.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
That's a long way up. Is there anyone there to catch it?
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
There was trouble for a moment, but these two were quick enough to avoid the run-out in the end.
That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
Extra width gives them a free swing at the ball. Gone a long way back.
Over. The Rockets are 9 for 325. Overton back on now. Yes, they'll get at least one. There it is. Finishes the innings off, and what a way to do it. It's been a fantastic display of batting that we've seen.